On the southwest coast of Madeira, where the island faces the full force of the Atlantic, powerful right-hand waves break over volcanic rock. When winter swells arrive, this stretch of coast comes alive. Years ago, Madeira was still made up of small, isolated fishing villages. Places like Jardim sat wedged between steep cliffs and the open ocean, cut off from the rest of the island, shaped by the sea more than by roads or development. Here, people learned to read the ocean long before anyone thought about surfing it. For decades, this place stayed largely unnoticed. Surfers had already been coming to Jardim since the 1970s, quietly, without cameras, without attention. Orlando Pereira is one of the pioneers of surfing in Madeira. Born and raised in Jardim, he witnessed the place before surfing had a name, before media attention, and before the coastline was altered. The first surfboards on the island arrived through travellers. One of them was Jeebus Ultra. That moment marked the beginning of outside interest. When local kids were still growing up, the first American surfers arrived during the Surf magazine era, catching some of the biggest waves the village had seen. They didn't stay, but when they left surfboards behind. For a few kids in Jardim that was the start. Around 1993 to 1994, everything accelerated. Madeira adapted to surfing as part of its identity. The wave was still the same. The coastline was still natural. Then came the construction, the promenade, the seawall. For the village, it meant protection and access. For the wave, it meant transformation. The shoreline was no longer shaped only by rock and tide, but by concrete and design. Swell approached differently. Energy rebounded differently. The wave did not disappear, but it was no longer shaped by nature alone. Jardim can still deliver world-class waves. You can still choose your line. The ocean still brings power. But now that power moves through structures built on land. Jardim didn't change overnight. It changed when the coast was reshaped. This isn't a story about nostalgia, it's a story about awareness. Because when you build on the edge of the ocean, you don't just change the land, you change the wave.